The idea of uncovering ancient creatures frozen in ice sounds like something straight out of science fiction. But the truth is, our planet's vast icy landscapes, from the Siberian permafrost to the glaciers of the Arctic, have preserved some of the strangest and most terrifying prehistoric creatures ever discovered. Many of these frozen specimens are so well preserved that they still have skin, fur, and even internal organs intact, giving us a shocking glimpse into a world long gone. Some were trapped in ice instantly, while others were slowly encased over centuries, sealed in an icy tomb. And when they finally emerged, scientists were left stunned. Let's take a look at some of the strangest prehistoric creatures ever found frozen in ice. From massive beasts to tiny organisms that refuse to die. Number 1. The Yucca mammoth, the best preserved mammoth ever found. Imagine stumbling upon a 40,000-year-old woolly mammoth, complete with flesh, hair, and even blood still inside its veins. That's exactly what scientists discovered in 2010 when they unearthed Yucca, a nearly intact woolly mammoth found frozen in the Siberian permafrost. Yucca was so well preserved that its body still had muscles and ligaments, and its reddish fur remained intact, offering a chillingly clear look at what these Ice Age giants actually looked like. What's even stranger is that Yucca wasn't just some ordinary mammoth that froze to death. Scientists believe that it may have been hunted and butchered by early humans. Evidence of cut marks on its skin suggests that humans may have tried to scavenge its meat before the icy conditions preserved its body forever. The discovery of Yucca has even fueled discussions about cloning, with some scientists considering whether woolly mammoths could one day be brought back to life using their frozen DNA. But Yucca wasn't the only frozen mammoth ever found. Number 2. The baby mammoth Liuba, frozen for over 40,000 years. Liuba, another astonishingly well-preserved baby mammoth, was discovered in Siberia in 2007. Unlike Yucca, Liuba was a baby, only about 1 month old when she died around 41,800 years ago. What makes Liuba so incredible is that she is considered the most perfectly preserved mammoth ever found. Scientists were able to examine her skin, organs, and even milk residue in her stomach, which provided clues about how mammoths were raised and what they ate. She likely died from drowning in mud, which then froze and mummified her body, keeping her in near-perfect condition for over 40,000 years. Liuba's discovery has allowed researchers to understand mammoth biology in ways never before possible, helping to piece together how these ancient creatures lived and why they disappeared. But mammoths weren't the only prehistoric creatures frozen in time. Number 3. The steppe bison blue babe, a prehistoric bison frozen for 36,000 years. In 1979, gold miners in Alaska uncovered something they never expected: a prehistoric steppe bison, frozen solid, still covered in fur, skin, and muscle tissue. Nicknamed Blue Babe, this 36,000-year-old Ice Age bison was so well preserved that researchers were able to examine its bones, tendons, and even the fatal wounds on its neck, which suggested it was killed by an Ice Age lion. But here's where things get even stranger. Scientists actually cooked and ate part of Blue Babe. Yes, you read that right. The meat, after thousands of years frozen, was still preserved well enough to be boiled into a stew. Reports say it was not very tasty. While Blue Babe was an astonishing find, it's not the only frozen creature scientists have dug up. Number 4. The Ice Age cave lion cubs, preserved for over 50,000 years. In 2015, 2 prehistoric cave lion cubs were discovered perfectly frozen in ice in Siberia. These cubs, named Uyan and Dina, were estimated to be around 50,000 years old and had fur, whiskers, and even facial expressions still visible. What makes these cubs remarkable is that they belong to an extinct species of cave lions, one of the largest and most powerful big cats to have ever existed. These massive lions, bigger than today's tigers, once stalked Ice Age Europe and Asia, hunting everything from mammoths to early humans. Finding them completely frozen and intact was a scientific breakthrough, allowing researchers to study their DNA and even consider the possibilities of bringing them back to life through cloning. Number 5. The mysterious Ice Age wolf head, a 40,000-year-old giant predator. In 2018, an enormous severed wolf's head was discovered frozen in Siberia, and it was 40,000 years old. This wasn't just any wolf. This was a prehistoric megawolf, much larger than modern wolves, with massive teeth and thick fur. The head alone was about 16 inches long, meaning the full wolf was likely significantly bigger than any living species of wolf today. How it was decapitated remains a mystery. Was it killed by another predator? Did early humans hunt and behead it? No one knows for sure. But the head was so well preserved that even its brain was still intact, allowing scientists to analyze its structure in unprecedented detail. This discovery proved that Ice Age wolves were not just bigger and more powerful than today's wolves, but also smarter and more adapted for extreme conditions. And last but not least, number 6. The 24,000-year-old zombie microbes, creatures that won't die. If you thought mammoths and lions were impressive, imagine finding life itself frozen for thousands of years and still alive. In 2021, scientists discovered single-celled organisms frozen for 24,000 years in Siberian permafrost, and when they thawed them out, they came back to life. These ancient bdelloid rotifers, tiny, microscopic creatures, were able to move, eat, and reproduce after being trapped in ice for tens of thousands of years. This discovery has huge implications, not just for Earth, but for the possibility of life surviving on icy planets and moons elsewhere in the universe. Conclusion: what else is hidden in the ice? The deep freeze of Earth's ice sheets has preserved some of the strangest prehistoric creatures ever found, and many more remain hidden, waiting to be uncovered. From perfectly frozen mammoths and prehistoric lions to mysterious megawolves and even zombie microbes, the ice holds secrets from a world long lost. With global temperatures rising, more ancient creatures could soon be uncovered, revealing not just the past, but maybe even unlocking new scientific discoveries about life, evolution, and extinction. Who knows what else is still waiting to be found beneath the ice?